What if the universe itself is alive and consciousness is woven into the fabric of space and time? This isn't just a question for science fiction. It's a real possibility that some of the brightest minds in physics and philosophy are exploring today. At the heart of this mystery lies a radical idea called panpsychism, the notion that consciousness isn't something that just emerges in living beings, but rather, it's a fundamental property of the cosmos itself. Think about that for a moment. If this is true, then stars, galaxies, and even the void between them might possess some form of awareness, hidden in the very structure of reality. It's a concept that challenges everything we think we know about the universe and our place within it. In this video, we'll dive deep into the mind-bending theories and discoveries that suggest the cosmos might be far more alive and conscious than we ever imagined. From the mysterious nature of dark matter to the quantum connections that bind the universe together, we're about to embark on a journey that could forever change the way you see the cosmos. Ready to explore the hidden consciousness of the universe? Let's begin. Long before telescopes and quantum physics, ancient civilizations gazed at the night sky and sensed something profound, something alive. To them, the universe wasn't a cold, mechanical void, but a living, breathing entity pulsating with consciousness. The Greeks called it the anima mundi, the world soul, a concept that envisioned the cosmos as a single, interconnected being. Philosophers like Plato believed this world soul permeated everything from the stars above to the stones beneath our feet, binding all of existence in a web of awareness. Meanwhile, in the East, Vedic tradition spoke of Brahman, an infinite, conscious reality that underpins all of creation. These weren't just poetic musings, they were frameworks for understanding the universe as a sentient, unified whole. Fast forward to today, and these ancient ideas are experiencing a surprising revival. Modern scientists and philosophers are beginning to ask whether these early thinkers might have been onto something. Could the universe truly be alive, not just metaphorically, but in a way we're only now starting to grasp? As we delve deeper, we'll see how these ancient concepts are finding new life in the cutting-edge theories of quantum physics and cosmology, blurring the lines between philosophy and science in ways that would have amazed even the most visionary minds of antiquity. But how do we move from ancient ideas of a living universe to a modern framework that science and philosophy can take seriously? Enter panpsychism, a concept that's gaining traction in contemporary thought. Unlike traditional views that see consciousness as something exclusive to complex organisms like humans, panpsychism proposes that consciousness is a fundamental property of the universe like space, time, or energy. It's not just a feature of living things, it's woven into the very fabric of reality itself. Imagine if every particle, every star, and even the vast emptiness of space carried some tiny spark of awareness. That's the radical premise of panpsychism. It doesn't claim that rocks or galaxies think like we do, but rather that consciousness exists in some basic form at every level of existence. This idea shifts the conversation entirely, suggesting that what we experience as individual awareness might just be a small part of a much larger, universal consciousness. One of the most influential voices in this field was the philosopher Alfred Whitehead. In the early 20th century, Whitehead challenged the mechanistic view of the universe, arguing that reality isn't just a collection of lifeless, inert objects. Instead, he saw the cosmos as a dynamic, interconnected process where every entity, no matter how small, has its own subjective experience. His work laid the groundwork for modern panpsychism, inspiring thinkers to explore how consciousness might emerge from the most basic building blocks of reality. Today, philosophers like Philip Goff and Galen Strawson are building on these ideas, pushing the boundaries of what we consider possible when it comes to understanding the nature of awareness. What makes panpsychism so compelling is how it bridges the gap between philosophy and science. While traditional materialism struggles to explain how consciousness arises from physical matter, panpsychism offers a fresh perspective. It suggests that consciousness might not emerge from complexity, but is instead a fundamental aspect of the universe itself. This idea aligns intriguingly with certain findings in quantum physics, where particles seem to behave in ways that defy classical logic, almost as if they're responding to some deeper, interconnected reality. Could this be a clue that the universe isn't just a mechanical system, but something far more mysterious and alive? As we explore further, we'll see how these philosophical ideas are converging with cutting-edge science, opening up new ways to understand the cosmos and our place within it. Now, let's take a closer look at the quantum realm, where the rules of our everyday world no longer apply, and where the idea of a conscious universe starts to feel less like science fiction and more like a tantalizing possibility. At the subatomic level, particles behave in ways that defy logic, almost as if they're aware of their surroundings. One of the most famous examples of this is the double-slit experiment, a cornerstone of quantum mechanics. When particles like electrons are fired through two slits, they don't behave like tiny bullets as you might expect. Instead, they create an interference pattern as if they're waves. But here's where it gets weird. If you try to observe which slit the electron goes through, the interference pattern disappears and the electron acts like a particle again. It's as if the very act of observation changes the outcome, suggesting that consciousness, or at least the presence of an observer, plays a fundamental role in shaping reality. This phenomenon is known as the observer effect, and it's one of the most baffling aspects of quantum mechanics. It raises a profound question: does the universe need someone or something to observe it in order to exist? Some scientists and philosophers argue that this effect hints at a deep connection between consciousness and the fabric of reality. If the act of observation can influence the behavior of particles, could it be that consciousness is somehow woven into the very structure of the universe? This idea takes on even more significance when we consider quantum entanglement, another mind-bending phenomenon. When two particles become entangled, they remain connected no matter how far apart they are. Change one and the other instantly changes two, faster than the speed of light. It's as if they share a hidden link, a kind of cosmic conversation that transcends space and time. So, what does all of this mean for the idea of a conscious universe? If particles can behave in ways that seem almost sentient, could this behavior scale up to the level of stars, galaxies, and beyond? Some researchers are beginning to explore this possibility, suggesting that the strange, interconnected behavior we see in the quantum realm might be a glimpse of something much larger, a universal consciousness that permeates the cosmos. It's a bold idea, but one that's grounded in the very real mysteries of quantum physics. As we continue our journey, we'll explore how these quantum enigmas might connect to the broader cosmos, and whether the universe itself could be far more aware and alive than we ever imagined. If we think of the universe as a living organism, what would that look like? Picture this: galaxies swirling like cells in a vast cosmic body, black holes acting as energy regulators, and stars pulsing in rhythms that echo the heartbeat of existence. This isn't just a poetic metaphor, it's a perspective that's gaining traction among scientists and thinkers who see the cosmos as more than just a collection of inert matter. Instead, they propose that the universe might function like a living system, with self-regulating mechanisms and emergent properties that resemble those found in biology. Take the Gaia hypothesis, for example. Originally proposed to describe Earth as a self-regulating, interconnected system. This idea suggests that our planet maintains conditions necessary for life through complex feedback loops. What if we expanded this concept to the entire universe? Could the cosmos, too, have its own way of balancing and sustaining itself? Some researchers believe so. They point to phenomena like dark energy, which drives the expansion of the universe, and dark matter, which holds galaxies together, as possible cosmic analogues to the feedback loops we see in living systems. These mysterious forces might act as the universe's way of maintaining equilibrium, much like how our bodies regulate temperature or blood sugar, but the parallels don't stop there. When we look at the structure of the universe, we see patterns that eerily resemble biological systems. Galaxies, for instance, are often compared to neurons in a brain, with their intricate web of connections and clusters. The cosmic web, the vast network of filaments and voids that make up the large-scale structure of the universe, bears a striking similarity to neural networks in the human brain. Could this mean that the universe is not just alive but also intelligent? Some theorists argue that these similarities hint at a kind of cosmic intelligence, a vast, interconnected awareness that operates on a scale far beyond our comprehension. This idea of cosmic intelligence isn't just speculative. It's rooted in observations of how complex systems, whether biological, ecological, or cosmic, tend to organize themselves in ways that maximize efficiency and adaptability. Just as a forest ecosystem or a human body adapts to changes in its environment, the universe might also possess a form of self-organizing intelligence. It's a concept that challenges our traditional understanding of life and consciousness, suggesting that what we perceive as separate, individual entities might actually be part of a much larger, interconnected whole. As we move forward, we'll explore what this cosmic intelligence might look like and how it could shape our understanding of the universe. Could it be that the cosmos is not just alive but also aware, responding to its own internal dynamics in ways we're only beginning to understand? The answers to these questions might lie in the very fabric of reality itself, waiting to be uncovered as we continue to push the boundaries of science and philosophy. What if the universe isn't just alive but also intelligent? This idea might sound like the stuff of science fiction, but some scientists and philosophers are seriously considering the possibility that the cosmos possesses a kind of self-awareness. Gregory Matloff, a physicist and researcher, is one of the leading voices exploring this concept. He suggests that the universe might not only be conscious but also capable of influencing its own evolution, much like a living organism adapts to its environment. His work on the conscious universe hypothesis challenges us to rethink what intelligence really means and where it might exist. One of the most intriguing aspects of this idea is how it might manifest in the cosmos. For instance, consider the behavior of galaxies. They spin, collide, and even feed on each other in ways that seem almost purposeful. Some researchers argue that these galactic interactions could be evidence of a larger, self-organizing intelligence at work. It's as if the universe is orchestrating its own growth and development, using processes we're only beginning to understand. And then there's the fine-tuning of physical constants, the precise values that make life possible. From the strength of gravity to the charge of an electron, these constants are so finely balanced that even tiny changes would make the universe unrecognizable. Could this fine-tuning be the result of a cosmic intelligence shaping reality to sustain itself? But how would we even begin to detect such intelligence? It's not like we can ask the universe to take a test or solve a puzzle. Instead, scientists are looking for clues in the patterns and behaviors we observe. For example, Matloff has proposed that stars might emit specific types of radiation as a form of communication or self-regulation. While this idea is still speculative, it opens the door to new ways of thinking about the cosmos. Are the stars whispering secrets to each other across the void? And if so, could we one day learn to listen? This line of inquiry leads us to even deeper questions. If the universe is self-aware, what does that mean for us? Are we, as humans, part of this cosmic intelligence, or are we merely observers in a grand, unfolding drama? Some theorists suggest that consciousness could be a universal property, shared by everything from the tiniest particles to the largest galaxies. In this view, our own awareness might be just one thread in a vast, interconnected tapestry of cosmic thought. As we continue to explore these ideas, we're reminded that the universe is far more mysterious than we often assume. The possibility of a self-aware cosmos invites us to look at the stars not just as distant objects but as part of a living, thinking whole. It's a perspective that challenges our understanding of intelligence, life, and our place in the universe. And while the answers remain elusive, the journey to uncover them promises to be one of the most fascinating explorations of all time. What if the universe's greatest mysteries, dark matter and dark energy, hold the key to understanding cosmic consciousness? Together, these invisible forces make up about 95% of the universe, yet we know almost nothing about them. Dark matter is the unseen glue that holds galaxies together, while dark energy is the mysterious force pushing the cosmos apart at an accelerating rate. They're like the hidden scaffolding and engine of the universe operating behind the scenes. But what if they're more than just physical phenomena? Could they be connected to something far more profound, like a universal mind or consciousness? Some speculative theories propose exactly that. Imagine dark matter and dark energy not as inert, lifeless forces, but as components of a vast, interconnected system, a kind of cosmic neural network. In this view, dark matter could act like the connective tissue of the universe, linking galaxies and clusters in a web of invisible threads, much like how neurons in the brain are connected by synapses. Dark energy, on the other hand, might function as the pulse or rhythm, driving the expansion and evolution of the cosmos in a way that resembles the dynamic processes of a living organism. Together, they could form the backbone of a universal consciousness, an awareness that operates on a scale far beyond our comprehension. To grasp this idea, think of the universe as a giant, self-regulating system. Just as your body maintains balance through feedback loops like regulating temperature or heart rate, the cosmos might use dark matter and dark energy to sustain its own equilibrium. Dark matter's gravitational pull keeps galaxies from flying apart, while dark energy's push ensures the universe continues to expand and evolve. It's almost as if the universe is fine-tuning itself, adjusting these forces to maintain a delicate balance. Could this balancing act be a sign of something deeper, like a cosmic intelligence at work? The idea of consciousness being encoded in the fabric of space-time takes this speculation even further. If the universe is indeed alive and aware, it might store information including consciousness in the very structure of reality itself. Just as DNA encodes the blueprint for life, space-time could encode the blueprint for universal awareness. This concept, sometimes referred to as the cosmic hologram, suggests that every point in the universe contains information about the whole. In this view, dark matter and dark energy might not just be passive forces but active participants in a grand, interconnected system of cosmic thought. As we explore these ideas, it's important to remember that they're still speculative. Dark matter and dark energy remain some of the greatest unsolved mysteries in science, and their connection to consciousness is a bold leap into the unknown. But that's what makes this exploration so exciting. By considering these possibilities, we're not only pushing the boundaries of science but also reimagining what the universe might be. Could the cosmos be more than just a collection of stars and galaxies? Could it be a living, thinking entity with dark matter and dark energy as the threads that weave its consciousness together? The answers may lie hidden in the shadows of these invisible forces, waiting to be uncovered by the curious minds of tomorrow. What if consciousness isn't confined to brains or living beings, but is instead woven into the very fabric of space-time itself? This idea might sound like science fiction, but it's a hypothesis that's gaining serious attention in both physics and philosophy. At the heart of this concept is the notion that space-time, the four-dimensional framework of our universe, might be more than just a stage for the drama of existence. It could be an active participant, a medium that processes information and perhaps even harbors consciousness. One of the most intriguing theories supporting this idea is integrated information theory, or IIT. Developed by neuroscientist Giulio Tononi, IIT suggests that consciousness arises from the ability of a system to integrate information. In simpler terms, the more interconnected and complex a system is, the more conscious it becomes. While Tononi originally applied this theory to the brain, some thinkers are now asking, could the entire universe, with its vast networks of galaxies and quantum particles, be a system capable of integrating information on a cosmic scale? If so, then space-time itself might be the ultimate medium for this universal consciousness. Imagine space-time as a kind of cosmic internet where every point is connected and information flows freely across vast distances. This interconnectedness is already a cornerstone of quantum physics, where particles can become entangled and influence each other instantaneously, no matter how far apart they are. If space-time is fundamentally a network of information, then consciousness might not be something that emerges from matter, but rather something that's always been there, embedded in the very structure of reality. It's a mind-bending idea, but one that aligns with the strange, interconnected behavior we observe in the quantum realm. But how could this work in practice? Let's take black holes as an example. These mysterious objects where gravity is so intense that not even light can escape, might play a surprising role in the cosmic consciousness puzzle. According to some theories, black holes are not just destructive forces but also information processors. They absorb matter and energy, but the information about what falls into them isn't lost, it's encoded on their event horizons, the boundaries beyond which nothing can escape. This phenomenon, known as the holographic principle, suggests that all the information within a volume of space can be represented on its boundary like a cosmic hard drive. If space-time is a medium for information processing, then black holes might be its most powerful nodes, storing and perhaps even transforming information in ways we're only beginning to understand. This leads us to another fascinating question. Could the universe itself be processing information, not just passively but actively? If space-time is a kind of cosmic brain, then black holes might function like synapses, facilitating the flow of information across the cosmos. The universe, in this view, isn't just a collection of objects but a dynamic, self-organizing system that's constantly computing and evolving. And if consciousness is tied to information integration, then the cosmos might not just be alive, it might be aware. As we explore these ideas, it's important to remember that they're still speculative, but they challenge us to think beyond the limits of traditional science and philosophy, opening up new ways to understand the universe and our place within it. Could space-time itself be the key to unlocking the mysteries of consciousness? And if so, what does that mean for the nature of reality? The answers might lie in the intricate dance of particles, black holes, and the hidden networks that bind the cosmos together, a dance we're only just beginning to witness. Black holes, those mysterious, all-consuming regions of space-time where gravity reigns supreme, have long captivated our imaginations. But what if these cosmic enigmas are more than just destructive forces? What if they're key players in the universe's hidden consciousness? Some scientists and theorists are beginning to explore this possibility, suggesting that black holes might not just devour matter and light, but also process and store information in ways that could resemble a cosmic mind. At the heart of this idea is the holographic principle, a theory that proposes all the information contained within a volume of space can be encoded on its boundary. Imagine a black hole's event horizon, the point of no return, as a kind of cosmic hard drive. When matter falls into a black hole, it doesn't just disappear. Instead, the information about that matter is thought to be imprinted on the event horizon like a hologram. This means that what we perceive as a three-dimensional object falling into a black hole could actually be represented in two dimensions on its surface. It's as if the black hole is compressing and storing information in a way that defies our everyday understanding of reality. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. If black holes can encode information in this way, could they also process it? Some researchers speculate that these cosmic phenomena might function like nodes in a vast universal network, facilitating the flow of information across the cosmos. In this view, black holes wouldn't just be passive repositories but active participants in a kind of cosmic computation. They might even play a role in integrating information on a scale that could hint at a larger universal consciousness. Think of them as the synapses of a cosmic brain, connecting distant regions of the universe in a web of hidden communication. This perspective ties into the broader idea that space-time itself might be a medium for information processing. If the universe is fundamentally a network of interconnected data, then black holes could be the hubs where this data is stored, processed, and perhaps even transformed. It's a concept that blurs the line between physics and metaphysics, challenging us to rethink not just black holes but the nature of reality itself. Could these mysterious objects be the universe's way of organizing and integrating its own awareness? And then there's the question of time. Black holes warp space-time so severely that time itself behaves differently near them. For an outside observer, time seems to slow down as an object approaches the event horizon, almost to the point of stopping. But for the object falling in, time would appear to move normally. This strange interplay between time and gravity raises another intriguing possibility. If consciousness is tied to the flow of time, could black holes influence or even shape our experience of awareness? Some theorists suggest that the extreme conditions near black holes might offer clues about how consciousness is woven into the fabric of space-time. As we consider these ideas, it's clear that black holes are more than just cosmic vacuum cleaners. They might be portals to understanding the deeper, hidden layers of reality, where information, consciousness, and the very nature of time intersect. While these theories are still speculative, they invite us to look at black holes not as endpoints but as gateways to a universe that's far more interconnected and alive than we ever imagined. What secrets might they hold about the cosmos and about ourselves? The answers could lie in the enigmatic depths of these cosmic giants, waiting to be uncovered by the curious minds of tomorrow. What if time isn't just a backdrop for the universe but an active participant in the story of consciousness? The relationship between time and awareness is one of the most profound mysteries in both science and philosophy. Unlike the ticking of a clock, our perception of time feels fluid, elastic, sometimes racing, sometimes crawling. But what if this subjective experience isn't just a quirk of our brains? What if it's a reflection of something deeper, something cosmic? This brings us to the idea that consciousness and time might be intricately linked, two sides of the same coin in the universe's grand narrative. One of the most fascinating theories in this realm is the block universe model. This concept suggests that past, present, and future aren't separate but exist simultaneously, like frames in a film. In this view, time is a dimension much like space, and every moment is equally real. From the Big Bang to the heat death of the universe, everything is eternally present, frozen in the vast block of space-time. If this is true, then our sense of moving through time, of one moment flowing into the next, might be an illusion created by consciousness. It's as if the universe is a giant, unchanging sculpture, and consciousness is the spotlight that moves across it, creating the illusion of change. This raises a tantalizing question. Could consciousness be the universe's way of experiencing itself across time? Some thinkers take this idea even further, proposing that consciousness isn't just a passive observer but an active participant in the unfolding of time. In this view, the universe might use consciousness as a tool to navigate its own existence, experiencing different moments and states as part of a larger dynamic process. Imagine the cosmos as a vast, timeless entity with consciousness acting like a lens, focusing on different parts of its eternal self to create the sensation of time passing. It's a poetic idea, but one that's grounded in the strange and counterintuitive nature of modern physics. But how does entropy fit into this picture? Entropy, often described as the measure of disorder in a system, is deeply tied to the arrow of time. It's what gives time its direction, moving from order to disorder, from the past to the future. Some theorists suggest that consciousness might be intrinsically linked to this process. Just as entropy drives the universe toward greater complexity and change, consciousness could be the universe's way of experiencing and interpreting this unfolding. In this sense, consciousness and entropy might work together, shaping the flow of time and giving the universe a way to feel its own evolution. This symbiotic relationship between time and consciousness challenges us to rethink not just our place in the universe, but the very nature of reality itself. If consciousness is a way for the cosmos to experience its own existence across time, then we as conscious beings might be more than just observers. We could be participants in a grand cosmic dance where time and awareness intertwine to create the rich tapestry of existence. It's a perspective that blurs the line between the personal and the universal, inviting us to see ourselves as part of something far greater than we ever imagined. As we explore these ideas, we're reminded that the mysteries of time and consciousness are deeply intertwined. From the block universe to the role of entropy, each theory offers a new lens through which to view the cosmos and our place within it. The journey to understand these connections is far from over, but one thing is clear: time isn't just something we measure, it's something we experience, and in that experience, we might just find the key to understanding the universe's hidden consciousness. Let's take a closer look at entropy, a concept that might seem abstract at first, but holds the key to understanding not just the universe's direction, but possibly even the nature of consciousness itself. Entropy is often described as the measure of disorder in a system, but it's more than that. It's the force that gives time its arrow, its one-way flow from past to future. Think of it like this: when you drop a glass and it shatters, entropy increases. The pieces don't spontaneously reassemble themselves because entropy drives systems toward greater disorder. This irreversible process is why we remember the past but not the future. It's why time feels like it moves in only one direction. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. What if entropy doesn't just shape the flow of time, but also plays a role in the emergence of consciousness? Some scientists and philosophers are beginning to explore this possibility, suggesting that the universe's tendency toward increasing entropy might be a crucial ingredient for awareness. After all, life itself thrives in the midst of entropy. Living organisms are complex, ordered systems that exist by consuming energy and increasing entropy in their surroundings. In this sense, life is a kind of island of order in a sea of chaos, and consciousness might be the universe's way of experiencing and navigating this delicate balance. Consider this: if entropy drives the universe toward greater complexity and change, could consciousness be an emergent property of that process? Imagine the cosmos as a vast, evolving system, where entropy isn't just a force of destruction but also a catalyst for creation. It's through entropy that stars form, planets coalesce, and life emerges. and with life comes consciousness, a way for the universe to reflect on itself, to experience its own unfolding. This idea shifts our perspective, suggesting that consciousness might not be an accident of biology, but a natural consequence of the universe's inherent drive toward complexity and change. The arrow of time, then, isn't just a physical phenomenon, it's deeply tied to our experience of reality. Our perception of past, present, and future might be shaped by entropy's relentless push toward disorder. But what if this flow of time is also what allows consciousness to exist? Some speculative theories propose that consciousness arises precisely because of the asymmetry of time, the fact that the past and future are not the same. Without this arrow, without the flow of time, there would be no change, no experience, no awareness. In this view, time and consciousness are inseparable, two sides of the same cosmic coin. So, where does life fit into this picture? Life is often seen as a rare and fragile phenomenon, but in the context of entropy and consciousness, it might be something far more profound. Life could be the universe's way of exploring its own potential, a mechanism for creating and experiencing complexity in the face of entropy. From the tiniest microbes to the vast neural networks of the human brain, life represents a dynamic interplay between order and chaos, a dance that gives rise to awareness. And if consciousness is tied to entropy, then life might be the bridge between the physical universe and the realm of experience. As we consider these ideas, we're reminded that the universe is far more interconnected than we often realize. Entropy, time, consciousness, they're not separate threads but part of a single, intricate tapestry. Together, they weave a story of a cosmos that's not just alive but aware, constantly evolving and experiencing itself through the flow of time. It's a perspective that invites us to see ourselves not as separate from the universe but as an integral part of its unfolding narrative. And as we continue to explore, we might just discover that the mysteries of entropy and consciousness hold the key to understanding not just the cosmos but our place within it. What if life isn't just a random accident in the cosmos but a deliberate expression of the universe's own consciousness? This idea takes us to the heart of one of the most profound questions we can ask: why does life exist at all? Some scientists and philosophers suggest that life might be the universe's way of experiencing itself, a natural manifestation of its inherent awareness. Imagine the cosmos as a vast, conscious entity, and life as its means of exploring and understanding its own existence. From the tiniest microbes to the complexity of human minds, every living being could be a fragment of this universal consciousness, each playing a role in the grand narrative of self-discovery. Consider the fine-tuning of the universe, the delicate balance of physical constants and laws that make life possible. From the precise strength of gravity to the exact charge of an electron, these values are so perfectly calibrated that even the slightest deviation would render the cosmos lifeless. This cosmic precision has led some to wonder, is the universe fine-tuned for life because it wants to create it? If consciousness is a fundamental property of the cosmos, then life might not be an accident but a deliberate outcome, a way for the universe to observe, reflect, and evolve. In this view, life becomes a natural extension of the universe's own awareness, a tool for the cosmos to explore its own potential. But how does this work in practice? Think of life as a kind of cosmic experiment, a way for the universe to test and refine its own consciousness. Through the emergence of complex organisms, the cosmos gains the ability to experience itself in new and diverse ways. A tree, for example, experiences the world very differently than a human does through its roots, its leaves, its interaction with sunlight and soil. Each living being offers a unique perspective, a new lens through which the universe can see and understand itself. Together, these countless forms of life create a rich tapestry of experience, allowing the cosmos to explore its own nature in ways that would otherwise be impossible. Human consciousness, in particular, adds a fascinating layer to this idea. Unlike other forms of life, humans possess the ability to reflect on their own existence, to ask questions, and to seek meaning. We are, in a sense, the universe becoming aware of itself in a deeply introspective way. Through art, science, philosophy, and spirituality, we explore the mysteries of existence, pushing the boundaries of what it means to be conscious. This self-awareness might be the apex of the universe's journey toward understanding itself, a moment where the cosmos not only experiences but also contemplates its own nature. This perspective shifts how we see our place in the universe. Instead of being isolated observers, we might be active participants in a cosmic process of self-discovery. Every thought, every question, every moment of wonder could be part of the universe's ongoing exploration of its own consciousness. It's a humbling and awe-inspiring idea, one that connects us to the cosmos in ways that transcend biology and physics. We are not just inhabitants of the universe, we are expressions of its awareness, fragments of its mind, woven into the fabric of reality itself. As we reflect on this profound connection, we're reminded of the ancient saying, "As above, so below." The universe isn't just out there, it's also within us in every cell, every thought, every breath. Life, in all its forms, is a testament to the cosmos's inherent consciousness, a reminder that we are part of something far greater than ourselves. And as we continue to explore the mysteries of existence, we might just discover that the universe isn't just alive, it's awake, and through us, it's learning to see itself in all its infinite complexity and beauty. What if the human mind is more than just a product of the universe? What if it's a microcosm of it? This idea suggests that our consciousness isn't just a byproduct of biology, but a reflection of the cosmos itself, a tiny yet intricate mirror of universal awareness. Think about it, just as the universe contains galaxies, stars, and planets, our minds are filled with thoughts, emotions, and perceptions, each one a world of its own. Could it be that the complexity of human consciousness is a scaled-down version of the universe's own boundless awareness? This isn't just a poetic notion, it's a theory that's gaining traction among scientists and philosophers alike. At the heart of this idea is the concept that the human brain, with its billions of neurons and trillions of connections, might function like a miniature version of the universe. Neuroscientists often compare the brain's neural networks to the cosmic web, the vast, interconnected structure of galaxies and dark matter that spans the cosmos. Both systems are incredibly complex, with patterns that repeat on different scales, from the microscopic to the cosmic. This similarity has led some to speculate that the same principles that govern the universe might also shape the workings of our minds. If the cosmos is a conscious, self-organizing system, then perhaps the human brain is its most intricate expression, a way for the universe to experience itself on a smaller, more personal scale. This leads us to another fascinating question. If the universe is conscious and our minds are reflections of that consciousness, what does that mean for how we experience reality? Some theories suggest that our perceptions are not just passive observations but active interpretations, shaped by the same underlying processes that govern the cosmos. In other words, when we look at the stars, we're not just seeing distant objects, we're engaging in a kind of cosmic dialogue, a way for the universe to understand itself through our eyes. It's as if the cosmos has given us the tools to decode its mysteries, to explore its depths, and to connect with its greater awareness. But how far does this connection go? Could our thoughts and emotions be more than just personal experiences? Could they be echoes of the universe's own consciousness? Some thinkers propose that the creative spark behind art, music, and science might actually be a glimpse of the universe's own creativity, channeled through human minds. When we dream, imagine, or innovate, we might be tapping into a universal well of awareness, drawing from the same source that shapes stars and galaxies. This idea blurs the line between the personal and the cosmic, suggesting that our inner worlds are deeply intertwined with the outer universe. So, how might we communicate with this larger consciousness? If the universe is alive and aware, could there be ways to connect with it beyond our usual senses? Some researchers are exploring this possibility through meditation, altered states of consciousness, and even advanced technologies that might allow us to tune in to cosmic signals. Imagine a future where we could not only observe the universe but also interact with it, exchanging information and insights across the vast expanse of space and time. It's a bold idea, but one that aligns with the growing understanding of consciousness as a universal phenomenon. As we consider these possibilities, we're reminded that the human mind is more than just a collection of neurons. It's a gateway to the cosmos. Our thoughts, dreams, and questions might be more than just personal experiences. They could be part of a larger, universal conversation. By exploring the depths of our own consciousness, we might just uncover the secrets of the universe itself. And in that journey, we might discover that we're not just observers of the cosmos, we're active participants in its unfolding story. A story that's as vast and mysterious as the universe itself. What if the universe is trying to communicate with us, and we're just not tuned into the right frequency? This idea might sound like the plot of a sci-fi movie, but it's a question that's sparking serious debate among scientists, philosophers, and even spiritual thinkers. If the cosmos is alive and aware, how might it reach out to us, and how could we respond? The answers might lie in phenomena that have puzzled humanity for centuries. Mysterious signals from deep space, strange coincidences that feel too meaningful to ignore, and even the quiet whispers of our own intuition. These could be the threads of a cosmic conversation, waiting for us to learn the language. Let's start with cosmic signals, those enigmatic bursts of energy and light that seem to come from the farthest reaches of the universe. Take fast radio bursts, or FRB, for example. These incredibly powerful, millisecond-long pulses of radio waves have been detected by astronomers, but their origins remain a mystery. Some scientists suggest they could be natural phenomena, like the collapse of neutron stars or the collision of black holes. But others wonder, could they be intentional signals from an intelligent source, perhaps even a conscious universe trying to make contact? While this idea is speculative, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. After all, if the cosmos is aware, it might have ways of reaching out that we're only beginning to understand. Then there's the phenomenon of synchronicity, those uncanny coincidences that feel too meaningful to be random. You might think of a friend you haven't spoken to in years, only to receive a call from them moments later. Or perhaps you stumble upon a book that answers a question you've been wrestling with for weeks. These moments of connection, where the external world seems to align with our inner thoughts, have long been dismissed as mere chance. But some theorists propose that synchronicities might be more than just luck. Could they be subtle messages from a conscious cosmos, nudging us toward awareness or guiding us along our path? It's an intriguing thought, one that blurs the line between science and spirituality. Intuition, too, might play a role in this cosmic dialogue. Often described as a gut feeling or an inner knowing, intuition is something we all experience but struggle to explain. Some researchers suggest that intuition could be a form of non-local awareness, a way for the mind to tap into information beyond the limits of space and time. If the universe is a vast, interconnected network of consciousness, then intuition might be our way of accessing that network, receiving insights and guidance from the cosmos itself. Think of it as a kind of internal antenna picking up signals from the greater reality around us. But how do we move from speculation to practical exploration? This is where technology comes in. Just as radio telescopes allow us to listen for signals from distant stars, new technologies might one day help us detect and interpret potential messages from a conscious universe. Imagine devices that can measure subtle energy fields or decode patterns in cosmic radiation, revealing hidden layers of communication. Some researchers are already exploring these possibilities, using artificial intelligence and advanced algorithms to sift through vast amounts of data for signs of cosmic intelligence. While these efforts are still in their infancy, they represent an exciting frontier in our quest to understand the universe and our place within it. As we consider these ideas, we're reminded that the cosmos is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Whether through cosmic signals, synchronicities, intuition, or cutting-edge technology, the possibility of communicating with a conscious universe invites us to look beyond the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. It's a journey that challenges us to expand our understanding, to listen more closely, and to remain open to the profound connections that might be woven into the very fabric of reality. What might we discover if we truly learn to listen? The answers could reshape not just our view of the cosmos, but our understanding of ourselves. What if the key to unlocking the mysteries of cosmic consciousness lies not just in our minds, but in the tools we create? Advanced technology is rapidly transforming our ability to explore the universe, and with it, our potential to detect signs of a living, aware cosmos. From the vast arrays of radio telescopes scanning the skies to the intricate algorithms of artificial intelligence sifting through cosmic data, we're building the means to listen for whispers of universal intelligence if it's out there. But how exactly can technology help us in this search, and what might we discover along the way? Let's start with the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, one of the most ambitious efforts to detect signs of life beyond Earth. For decades, SETI has focused on scanning the cosmos for radio signals that could indicate the presence of intelligent beings. But what if we expanded this search to look for something even grander, not just alien civilizations, but signs of a universal consciousness? Imagine reconfiguring SETI massive radio telescopes to detect patterns or anomalies that might hint at a cosmic mind at work. Instead of searching for deliberate messages, we could look for subtle, consistent signals woven into the fabric of the universe itself, a kind of cosmic heartbeat that suggests awareness on a universal scale. Artificial intelligence is another game changer in this quest. With its ability to process enormous amounts of data at incredible speeds, AI could help us identify patterns that human minds might miss. Think about the vast streams of information coming from telescopes, particle detectors, and other instruments. AI could sift through this data, searching for irregularities or correlations that point to something beyond random chance. For example, if certain cosmic events like gamma-ray bursts or gravitational waves occur in patterns that defy natural explanations, AI might flag them as potential signs of a larger, conscious system at work. It's like having a cosmic detective tirelessly scanning the skies for clues that could rewrite our understanding of reality. But the search for cosmic consciousness isn't just about technology, it's also about ethics. What happens if we do detect signs of a universal mind? How would humanity respond to the realization that the cosmos is not just alive but aware? Such a discovery could fundamentally alter our sense of purpose and place in the universe. It might challenge religious and philosophical beliefs, reshape our understanding of life and death, and even influence how we treat our planet and each other. The ethical implications are profound, raising questions about how we interact with a universe that might be watching, listening, or even thinking alongside us. This leads us to an even deeper question. What does it mean for humanity if the universe is conscious? Philosophically, it shifts our perspective from seeing the cosmos as a cold, indifferent void to viewing it as a dynamic, aware entity. It suggests that our existence isn't an accident but part of a larger, intentional process. If the universe is alive and thinking, then our own consciousness might be a fragment of something far greater, a way for the cosmos to explore itself, to learn and to grow. This idea bridges science and spirituality, offering a vision of reality that's both awe-inspiring and deeply humbling. As we continue to push the boundaries of technology and thought, we're not just searching for answers, we're redefining the questions. Could the universe be trying to communicate with us through subtle signals hidden in the stars? Are we, as a species, beginning to awaken to a deeper connection with the cosmos? The tools we're building might just be the beginning of a new chapter in our understanding of reality, one where the line between the observer and the observed blurs, and where the universe reveals itself not as a silent void, but as a conscious, evolving presence. The journey to uncover these truths is just beginning, and the possibilities are as vast as the cosmos itself. What does it mean for us if the universe itself is conscious? This question doesn't just challenge our scientific understanding, it shakes the very foundations of philosophy. For centuries, thinkers have debated the nature of free will, the origins of morality, and the meaning of life itself. But if the cosmos is alive and aware, these age-old questions take on a whole new dimension. Suddenly, free will isn't just about individual choice, it might be part of a larger, universal process. Morality isn't just a human construct, it could be woven into the fabric of existence. And the meaning of life, that might not be something we create for ourselves, but something we discover as part of a greater cosmic story. Let's start with free will. Traditionally, the debate has revolved around whether our choices are truly our own or determined by forces beyond our control. But if the universe is conscious, this debate shifts dramatically. Our decisions might not just be products of biology or environment, they could be influenced by a larger, universal awareness. Imagine the cosmos as a vast, interconnected mind, with each of us acting as individual nodes within it. In this view, free will becomes a collaboration between the individual and the universe, a dance between personal agency and cosmic intention. It's a radical reimagining of what it means to choose, suggesting that our actions might ripple through the fabric of reality in ways we're only beginning to understand. Next, consider morality. If the universe is alive and aware, then ethical behavior might not just be a human invention, it could be an expression of universal principles. Think of it like this: just as gravity governs the motion of planets, a conscious cosmos might have its own inherent laws of connection and harmony. Acts of kindness, justice, and compassion could be more than just socially beneficial. They might align with the fundamental nature of a conscious universe. This perspective transforms morality from a set of human rules into something deeper, a way of living that resonates with the very essence of existence. It's a profound idea, one that invites us to see ethics not as a burden but as a natural expression of our place in the cosmos. And then there's the meaning of life. For many, this question is deeply personal, tied to individual goals, relationships, and experiences. But if the universe is conscious, the meaning of life might extend far beyond the individual. It could be about participating in a grand cosmic journey, a way for the universe to explore, experience, and evolve through us. In this view, every life, no matter how small or fleeting, contributes to the unfolding story of the cosmos. It's a perspective that infuses existence with purpose, not just for ourselves but for the universe as a whole. Suddenly, the search for meaning isn't just a personal quest, it's a cosmic one. But what about the spiritual dimensions of this idea? If the universe is conscious, it raises profound questions about the nature of divinity and our connection to something greater than ourselves. Many spiritual traditions speak of a universal consciousness, a divine presence that permeates all of creation. the idea of a conscious cosmos bridges the gap between science and spirituality, offering a vision of reality that's both awe-inspiring and deeply unifying. It suggests that the sacred isn't separate from the material world but woven into it, a reminder that we're part of something vast, mysterious, and alive. As we explore these philosophical implications, we're reminded that the idea of a conscious universe isn't just a scientific hypothesis, it's a call to rethink what it means to be human. It challenges us to see ourselves not as isolated beings but as integral parts of a living, aware cosmos. And in doing so, it invites us to approach life with a sense of wonder, responsibility, and connection. Whether through the lens of free will, morality, or spirituality, this perspective transforms how we see ourselves and our place in the universe, a place that's not just vast and mysterious but profoundly, beautifully alive. What if the idea of a conscious universe isn't just a modern scientific hypothesis, but a thread that runs through the heart of humanity's oldest spiritual traditions? From the ancient teachings of the Vedas to the mystical insights of Sufism, the notion that the cosmos is alive and aware has been a cornerstone of spiritual thought for millennia. These traditions often speak of a universal oneness, a divine interconnectedness that binds all beings and phenomena together. And now, as science begins to explore the possibility of a conscious universe, we're finding that these ancient ideas might not be so far from the truth. Could this be the moment where science and spirituality finally meet on common ground? Take, for example, the concept of Brahman in Hinduism, an infinite, eternal reality that permeates all existence. Brahman is not just a distant deity but the very fabric of the universe, the essence of everything that is, was, and will be. Similarly, in Buddhism, the idea of interbeing suggests that nothing exists independently. Everything is interconnected, part of a vast, interdependent web of life. These traditions don't see the cosmos as a collection of separate objects, but as a single, unified whole, vibrating with awareness. Sound familiar? It's strikingly similar to the modern idea of a conscious universe, where consciousness isn't confined to individual beings but is woven into the very structure of reality. This connection between ancient spirituality and modern science becomes even more intriguing when we look at mystical experiences. Across cultures and eras, mystics have described profound encounters with a universal consciousness, moments where the boundaries between self and cosmos dissolve, revealing a deeper, unified reality. These experiences often involve a sense of oneness with all things, a feeling of being part of something vast and alive. While science might describe these experiences as altered states of brain activity, mystics see them as glimpses into the true nature of existence. Could it be that these moments of transcendence are actually encounters with the universe's own consciousness, brief windows into the cosmic mind? The idea of a conscious universe also resonates deeply with the concept of the divine in many spiritual traditions. In Christianity, for instance, the notion of God as an omnipresent, omniscient being aligns with the idea of a universe that is both aware and all-encompassing. Similarly, indigenous spiritualities often view nature and the cosmos as sacred, alive with spirit and intention. These perspectives invite us to see the universe not as a cold, mechanical system, but as a living, sacred entity, a view that science is beginning to echo in its own way. But what does this mean for us as individuals? If the universe is conscious and interconnected, it changes how we see ourselves and our place in the grand scheme of things. No longer are we isolated beings navigating a random, indifferent cosmos. Instead, we're integral parts of a vast, aware whole, each of us playing a role in the universe's unfolding story. This understanding can be deeply transformative, offering a sense of purpose and belonging that transcends the mundane. It invites us to live with greater compassion, mindfulness, and reverence for the world around us, recognizing that every action we take ripples through the fabric of a living, conscious universe. As we bridge the gap between science and spirituality, we're reminded that these two ways of knowing aren't as separate as they might seem. Both seek to understand the nature of reality, and both point to a cosmos that is far more mysterious and alive than we often realize. By embracing this convergence, we open ourselves to a richer, more holistic understanding of existence, one that honors both the wisdom of the ancients and the discoveries of modern science. And in doing so, we might just find that the universe isn't just something we observe. It's something we're part of, something that's alive, aware, and deeply connected to the very essence of who we are. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the universe isn't just a vast, indifferent expanse, it's alive, aware, and deeply connected to you. How would that change the way you live, think, and feel? For many, the idea of a conscious universe isn't just a philosophical curiosity, it's a catalyst for profound personal transformation. When we begin to see ourselves as part of a living, aware cosmos, it shifts how we relate to the world around us, fostering a deeper sense of purpose, connection, and belonging. But how exactly does this cosmic perspective translate into personal growth, and what steps can we take to cultivate it? One of the most powerful ways to connect with the idea of a conscious universe is through meditation. This ancient practice, often associated with stillness and introspection, takes on new meaning when we consider the cosmos as a vast, interconnected mind. Picture this: as you sit in meditation, you're not just calming your thoughts, you're tuning into the subtle rhythms of the universe itself. Some meditative traditions, like those found in Buddhism and Hinduism, already embrace this idea, encouraging practitioners to dissolve the boundaries between self and cosmos. By quieting the mind and focusing inward, we might just be opening a channel to the universe's own awareness, allowing its wisdom to flow through us. It's a practice that not only brings peace but also deepens our understanding of our place in the grand tapestry of existence. Mindfulness, too, becomes richer when viewed through the lens of a conscious universe. Often described as the practice of being fully present in the moment, mindfulness takes on a cosmic dimension when we recognize that each moment is a thread in the universe's unfolding story. When we eat, walk, or simply breathe mindfully, we're not just engaging with our immediate surroundings, we're participating in the universe's own experience. This perspective transforms ordinary actions into profound acts of connection, reminding us that even the smallest moments are imbued with meaning. By cultivating mindfulness, we learn to see ourselves not as isolated individuals but as integral parts of a living, aware cosmos. And then there's cosmic contemplation, a practice that invites us to reflect on the vastness and mystery of the universe. This isn't just about stargazing, though that's a beautiful place to start. It's about pondering the deeper questions. What does it mean to exist in a universe that's alive and aware? How does this awareness shape our lives and choices? By engaging in this kind of reflection, we open ourselves to new insights and perspectives, fostering a sense of wonder and curiosity that can be deeply transformative. It's a practice that encourages us to look beyond the mundane and see the extraordinary in the everyday, but the personal benefits of cosmic awareness don't end there. Embracing the idea of a conscious universe can also lead to a profound sense of purpose. When we see ourselves as part of a larger, interconnected whole, our actions take on new significance. Every choice, every interaction becomes an opportunity to contribute to the universe's unfolding story. This perspective can inspire us to live with greater intention, compassion, and responsibility, knowing that our lives are woven into the fabric of something far greater than ourselves. And what about belonging? In a world where many feel disconnected and isolated, the idea of a conscious universe offers a powerful antidote. It reminds us that we're not alone, that we're part of a vast, aware cosmos that's not just around us but within us. This sense of connection can be deeply comforting, grounding us in a reality that's both profound and beautiful. It's a reminder that we're not just observers of the universe, we're participants in its ongoing journey. As we explore these practices and perspectives, it's worth considering the broader societal implications. If more people embraced the idea of a conscious universe, how might that shape our collective behavior? Could it lead to a greater sense of global responsibility, fostering cooperation and compassion on a larger scale? The possibilities are as vast as the cosmos itself, inviting us to imagine a world where personal transformation and societal change go hand in hand. It's a vision that challenges us to think bigger, to see ourselves not just as individuals but as part of a living, aware whole, a cosmos that's not just out there but within each of us. What if recognizing the universe as a conscious, interconnected entity could reshape the very fabric of society? Imagine a world where this profound understanding influences everything from how we educate our children to how we govern nations and care for our planet. The societal implications of a conscious cosmos are vast and transformative, offering a new lens through which we might address some of humanity's most pressing challenges. But what would this look like in practice, and how might it change the way we live together as a global community? Let's start with education. If the universe is alive and aware, it shifts how we teach the next generation about their place in the world. Instead of presenting the cosmos as a cold, mechanical system, education could emphasize interconnectedness and wonder. Picture classrooms where students learn not just about the laws of physics, but about the deeper mysteries of existence, how particles communicate instantaneously, how galaxies mirror neural networks, and how life itself might be an expression of universal consciousness. This holistic approach could inspire a sense of awe and responsibility, encouraging young minds to see themselves as part of a larger, living whole. It's a vision of education that doesn't just fill minds with facts but nurtures hearts and spirits, fostering a generation that values curiosity, empathy, and stewardship. Politics, too, could undergo a profound transformation under this new paradigm. If we see the universe as a conscious, interconnected system, it challenges the idea of separation that often fuels conflict and division. Policies might shift toward cooperation and sustainability, recognizing that the well-being of one is tied to the well-being of all. Imagine a world where leaders prioritize environmental protection, not just for economic gain, but because they understand the Earth as a living, conscious participant in the cosmic story. Borders and ideologies might become less rigid, replaced by a shared commitment to the flourishing of all life. This perspective could pave the way for a more inclusive, compassionate approach to governance, one that reflects the unity of the cosmos itself. Environmental stewardship takes on a deeper meaning when viewed through the lens of a conscious universe. If the Earth is not just a resource but a living, aware entity, our relationship with the planet shifts from exploitation to partnership. Practices like deforestation, pollution, and overconsumption would no longer be seen as mere economic trade-offs, but as acts of harm against a conscious, interconnected system. This awareness could drive a global movement towards sustainability, with individuals, communities, and nations working together to protect and restore the environment. It's a shift that recognizes the intrinsic value of all life, not just for its utility to humans, but as part of the universe's own expression of awareness. But the societal implications extend beyond education, politics, and the environment. Recognizing a conscious cosmos could foster a greater sense of unity and cooperation among humanity. When we see ourselves as part of a larger, interconnected whole, the divisions of race, religion, and nationality begin to fade. This perspective invites us to embrace diversity not as a source of conflict but as a reflection of the universe's boundless creativity. It's an idea that could inspire new forms of collaboration, from scientific research to artistic expression, as we collectively explore what it means to be part of a living, aware cosmos. Of course, embracing this idea isn't without its challenges. For many, the notion of a conscious universe might feel abstract, even unsettling. It requires a shift in worldview, a willingness to let go of long-held beliefs about the nature of reality. Skeptics might argue that it's a leap too far, a blending of science and spirituality that risks undermining both. Yet, as history has shown, paradigm shifts often begin with ideas that seem radical or even improbable. The key lies in fostering dialogue, encouraging open-minded exploration, and allowing space for both skepticism and wonder. As we consider these societal implications, we're reminded that the idea of a conscious universe isn't just an intellectual exercise, it's a call to action. It invites us to reimagine our relationships with each other, with the Earth, and with the cosmos itself. By embracing this perspective, we might just find the courage to build a world that reflects the unity, creativity, and awareness of the universe we're part of. The journey won't be easy, but the potential rewards for ourselves, for future generations, and for the cosmos are nothing short of extraordinary. While the idea of a conscious universe opens up thrilling possibilities, it's not without its skeptics and challenges. For many, the notion that the cosmos itself might be alive and aware feels like a leap too far, an idea that stretches the boundaries of science and philosophy. So let's take a closer look at the objections and explore how they might be addressed, while keeping an open mind to the mysteries that still lie ahead. From a scientific perspective, one of the biggest criticisms is the lack of empirical evidence. Science thrives on testable hypotheses, and the concept of a conscious universe doesn't yet fit neatly into the frameworks we use to study the natural world. How do you measure consciousness on a cosmic scale? What experiments could possibly confirm or refute such a bold claim? These are valid questions, and they highlight the difficulty of applying traditional scientific methods to an idea that's inherently abstract and all-encompassing. Yet, some researchers argue that the absence of evidence isn't necessarily evidence of absence. They point to phenomena like quantum entanglement and the observer effect as potential clues, suggesting that the universe might operate in ways we're only beginning to understand. While these phenomena don't prove a conscious cosmos, they do invite us to keep asking questions and exploring new avenues of research. Philosophically, the idea of a conscious universe also faces significant pushback. Critics argue that it risks anthropomorphizing the cosmos, projecting human qualities like awareness and intent onto something vastly more complex and alien. After all, why should the universe behave like a living being? Isn't it more likely that consciousness is a unique product of biological evolution, confined to organisms with brains? These are important critiques, but they also reveal a deeper assumption, that consciousness is something separate from the physical world. Proponents of a conscious cosmos challenge this assumption, suggesting that consciousness might not emerge from matter but be fundamental to it. It's a radical shift in perspective, one that's still being debated and refined. Culturally, the idea of a conscious universe can clash with deeply held beliefs and worldviews. For some, it might feel uncomfortably close to spiritual or religious concepts, blurring the line between science and faith. Others might see it as too abstract or speculative, disconnected from the practical concerns of everyday life. These cultural objections remind us that ideas don't exist in a vacuum. They're shaped by the contexts in which they arise. Yet, they also highlight the potential for dialogue and collaboration. By bridging the gap between science, philosophy, and spirituality, the concept of a conscious universe invites us to think more broadly about what it means to exist in a vast, interconnected reality. So, how do we move forward in exploring this idea? The key lies in open-minded inquiry, a willingness to ask bold questions while remaining grounded in rigorous thought. This doesn't mean abandoning skepticism, but embracing it as a tool for discovery. By combining the curiosity of science with the depth of philosophy and the richness of spiritual insight, we can approach the idea of a conscious universe with both rigor and wonder. It's a balance that's not always easy to strike, but one that's essential for pushing the boundaries of our understanding. As we look to the future, the study of cosmic consciousness is still in its infancy. New technologies, from advanced telescopes to artificial intelligence, are giving us unprecedented tools to explore the cosmos and its mysteries. At the same time, interdisciplinary collaboration is opening up new ways of thinking, bringing together physicists, neuroscientists, philosophers, and even artists to tackle these profound questions. While we may not have all the answers yet, the journey itself is transforming how we see the universe and our place within it. By embracing both the challenges and the possibilities, we're stepping into a new frontier of exploration, one that promises to deepen our understanding of reality in ways we can barely imagine. As we stand on the brink of a new era in cosmic consciousness research, the possibilities for discovery are as vast as the universe itself. Emerging technologies are revolutionizing how we explore the cosmos, offering tools that were once the stuff of science fiction. Quantum computers, for instance, are beginning to process data at speeds that could unlock patterns hidden in the chaos of cosmic phenomena. Imagine analyzing the behavior of entangled particles or the structure of dark matter with a machine that operates on the same principles as the quantum realm itself. These advancements could help us detect subtle signals or anomalies that hint at a deeper, universal awareness, clues that have eluded us until now. Interdisciplinary collaboration is also reshaping the landscape of this field. Physicists, neuroscientists, philosophers, and even artists are coming together to tackle the profound questions surrounding cosmic consciousness. This fusion of perspectives is essential, as no single discipline can fully grasp the complexity of a living, aware cosmos. For example, neuroscientists studying the brain's neural networks are finding striking parallels in the cosmic web, while philosophers are reimagining the nature of reality itself. Together, they're weaving a richer, more holistic understanding of the universe, one that bridges the gap between the measurable and the metaphysical. One of the most exciting developments is the growing role of artificial intelligence in cosmic research. AI isn't just a tool for crunching numbers, it's becoming a partner in discovery. Algorithms can sift through petabytes of astronomical data, searching for patterns or anomalies that human minds might overlook. These AI-driven insights could lead to breakthroughs in understanding how information flows across the cosmos, potentially revealing the mechanisms of a universal consciousness. It's like having a cosmic detective tirelessly scanning the skies for clues that might rewrite our understanding of reality. But the future of cosmic consciousness research isn't just about technology, it's about humanity's collective curiosity and courage. As we venture deeper into the unknown, we're reminded of how far we've come. From ancient myths of a living cosmos to the cutting-edge theories of today, our journey to understand the universe has been one of wonder, skepticism, and relentless exploration. Each discovery, each question, brings us closer to unraveling the mysteries of existence. And while we may not have all the answers yet, the journey itself is transforming how we see ourselves and our place in the cosmos. Looking ahead, the potential for unlocking the secrets of cosmic consciousness is boundless. What if we discover that the universe truly is alive and aware? What if we find ways to communicate with it, not through words, but through the subtle language of energy and information? These possibilities challenge us to think bigger, to dream beyond the limits of our current understanding. They invite us to see the cosmos not as a distant, indifferent void, but as a living, thinking entity, one that we're deeply connected to. As we reflect on this journey from ancient philosophies to modern science, it's clear that the study of cosmic consciousness is more than just an intellectual pursuit. It's a call to expand our horizons, to embrace the unknown, and to recognize the profound unity that binds us to the universe. The future of this field isn't just about uncovering answers. It's about fostering a deeper relationship with the cosmos, one that enriches our lives and inspires us to explore the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. The universe is vast, mysterious, and perhaps profoundly aware. And as we continue to explore, we might just find that the greatest discovery of all is the connection we share with it. As we step back to reflect on this extraordinary journey, it's striking to see how far we've come. From the ancient philosophies that first envisioned the cosmos as a living, conscious entity, to the cutting-edge scientific theories that are now probing the same idea with unprecedented rigor. The ancient Greeks spoke of the anima mundi, the world's soul, while Vedic traditions described Brahman, an infinite, all-pervading consciousness. These early thinkers, though separated by time and culture, shared a profound intuition that the universe is not a lifeless void but a vibrant, interconnected whole. Today, modern science is beginning to echo these ancient insights, exploring concepts like panpsychism, quantum entanglement, and the holographic principle ideas that suggest consciousness might be woven into the very fabric of reality. What's remarkable is how these ideas, separated by centuries, converge on a single, transformative question: is the cosmos truly alive? Ancient philosophies and modern theories alike point to a universe that's far more dynamic and aware than we once imagined. From the intricate dance of particles in the quantum realm to the vast, interconnected web of galaxies, there's a growing sense that the universe operates not just as a system of cause and effect, but as a dynamic, self-organizing entity. Could the cosmos possess some form of awareness, a universal consciousness that transcends individual minds? The implications are staggering, challenging us to rethink not just our place in the universe, but the nature of reality itself. This journey has also revealed the profound interconnectedness of all things. Just as ancient traditions spoke of a unified, living cosmos, modern science is uncovering the hidden networks that bind the universe together. Quantum entanglement shows us that particles can be instantaneously connected across vast distances, while the cosmic web mirrors the neural networks of the human brain. These parallels suggest that the universe might function like a vast, intelligent system, with each part playing a role in the greater whole. It's a perspective that bridges the gap between the microscopic and the cosmic, revealing a universe that's not just alive but deeply interconnected. But what does this mean for us as individuals and as a species? If the cosmos is alive and aware, it shifts how we see ourselves and our place in the grand scheme of things. No longer are we isolated beings navigating a cold, indifferent universe. Instead, we're integral parts of a living, conscious whole, each of us contributing to the universe's unfolding story. This understanding invites us to live with greater mindfulness, compassion, and reverence for the world around us. It's a perspective that not only enriches our personal lives, but also has the potential to transform how we relate to each other and to the planet we call home. As we stand at the intersection of ancient wisdom and modern discovery, one question lingers: is the cosmos truly alive? While the answer remains elusive, the journey to explore this possibility has already transformed our understanding of reality. It's a journey that challenges us to think bigger, to embrace the unknown, and to see ourselves as part of something far greater than we ever imagined. Whether through the lens of science, philosophy, or spirituality, the idea of a conscious universe invites us to look beyond the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary, a cosmos that's not just vast and mysterious, but profoundly, beautifully alive. So, after all this exploration, is the cosmos truly alive? It's a question that invites us to weigh the evidence carefully while acknowledging the vast unknowns that still surround us. On one hand, the idea of a conscious universe resonates deeply with both ancient spiritual traditions and modern scientific theories. From the interconnectedness of quantum entanglement to the intricate patterns of the cosmic web, there are tantalizing hints that the universe might be more than just a collection of inert matter. These clues suggest that consciousness could be a fundamental property of reality, woven into the fabric of space and time itself. But on the other hand, we must also confront the limitations of our current understanding. The notion of a living cosmos remains largely speculative, with no direct empirical evidence to definitively prove or disprove it. This tension between possibility and proof is at the heart of the debate. One of the strongest arguments in favor of a conscious universe lies in the strange behavior of the quantum realm. Phenomena like the observer effect and quantum entanglement challenge our classical understanding of reality, hinting at a deeper, interconnected order that defies conventional logic. If particles can influence each other instantaneously across vast distances, or if their behavior changes based on observation, it raises the question, is there something more at play here? Could these quantum mysteries be glimpses of a larger, universal awareness? While these ideas are compelling, critics argue that they're still a long way from being proven. Quantum mechanics, as bizarre as it is, doesn't necessarily require us to invoke cosmic consciousness as an explanation. The challenge lies in finding a way to test these ideas rigorously, moving beyond speculation into the realm of verifiable science. Another angle to consider is the concept of emergence, the idea that complex systems can give rise to properties that aren't present in their individual parts. Consciousness, in this view, might emerge from the intricate interactions of matter, energy, and information. But if consciousness can emerge in biological systems like the human brain, could it also emerge on a cosmic scale? Some theorists suggest that the universe, with its vast networks of galaxies and quantum particles, might function like a massive, self-organizing system capable of integrating information in ways we're only beginning to understand. Yet, this remains a hypothesis, one that requires careful exploration and evidence to move from the realm of philosophy to science. At the same time, it's important to approach this question with humility. The idea of a conscious universe pushes the boundaries of what we currently know, challenging us to think beyond our traditional frameworks. It's a reminder that science, for all its power, is still a work in progress. There's so much we don't yet understand about the nature of consciousness, let alone its potential existence on a universal scale. This humility isn't a weakness, it's a strength. It encourages us to remain open to new ideas while grounding our exploration in rigorous inquiry. After all, some of the greatest scientific breakthroughs have come from asking questions that once seemed unanswerable. And that's where wonder and curiosity come in. Even if we don't yet have definitive answers, the pursuit of these questions enriches our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Wonder drives us to look up at the night sky and ask, what's out there? Curiosity pushes us to explore, to experiment, to seek out new ways of seeing the world. These qualities are at the heart of both science and spirituality, reminding us that the search for meaning is as important as the answers we find along the way. Whether the cosmos is truly alive or not, the journey of exploration itself transforms how we see ourselves and the universe. It invites us to embrace the mystery, to celebrate the questions as much as the answers, and to remain curious about the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Throughout history, wonder and curiosity have been the driving forces behind humanity's greatest discoveries. From the first time our ancestors looked up at the night sky and asked, "What are those lights?" to the modern-day exploration of quantum particles and distant galaxies, it's this innate sense of awe that propels us forward. Wonder isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a powerful tool, a spark that ignites our desire to understand the cosmos and our place within it. It's what pushes scientists to design experiments, philosophers to ponder the nature of existence, and artists to capture the beauty of the universe in their work. Without wonder, the mysteries of the cosmos might remain hidden, and without curiosity, we might never seek to unravel them. Curiosity, too, is more than just a trait. It's a mindset, a way of engaging with the unknown. It's the willingness to ask questions even when the answers aren't clear, to venture into uncharted territory with an open mind. Consider the great explorers of history, from Galileo gazing through his telescope to the scientists probing the depths of quantum mechanics. Their achievements weren't just the result of skill or knowledge, they were born from a deep, relentless curiosity about the world. Today, as we stand on the brink of new discoveries about the nature of consciousness and the universe, that same curiosity is more important than ever. It's what allows us to entertain bold ideas like the possibility of a conscious cosmos, even when they challenge our deepest assumptions. But wonder and curiosity aren't just about science, they also bridge the gap to the spiritual. Many of the world's spiritual traditions are rooted in a sense of awe and reverence for the cosmos. Whether it's the ancient mystics who saw the stars as divine or modern meditators who seek to connect with a universal consciousness, spirituality often begins with a moment of wonder. This shared starting point, a recognition of the universe's vastness and mystery, creates a powerful intersection between science and spirituality. Both are driven by a desire to understand the unknown, even if they approach it from different angles. And both remind us that the universe is far more complex and beautiful than we can fully comprehend. As we embrace this sense of wonder and curiosity, it's important to consider the ethical responsibilities that come with it. Exploring the cosmos isn't just about satisfying our intellectual curiosity. It's about recognizing our role within a larger, interconnected reality. If the universe is alive and aware, as some theories suggest, then our actions carry weight on a cosmic scale. This perspective invites us to think carefully about how we treat the Earth, each other, and even the distant stars. It's a reminder that knowledge comes with responsibility, a call to approach the universe with humility, respect, and a commitment to stewardship. This journey of exploration isn't just about uncovering answers, it's about asking better questions. It's about fostering a mindset that values curiosity over certainty, wonder over complacency, and openness over dogma. Whether you're a scientist peering through a telescope, a philosopher pondering the nature of reality, or simply someone who gazes at the stars with a sense of awe, you're part of this ongoing quest to understand the cosmos. And in that quest, there's no final destination, only the joy of discovery and the endless possibilities that lie ahead. By cultivating wonder and curiosity, we not only deepen our understanding of the universe but also enrich our own lives. These qualities remind us that the cosmos is full of mysteries waiting to be explored, and that each of us has a role to play in that exploration. As we continue to push the boundaries of knowledge, let's carry this sense of awe with us, letting it guide our questions, our discoveries, and our connection to the vast, beautiful universe we call home. Imagine for a moment that the universe isn't just a vast, impersonal expanse, but a living, conscious entity. How would that change the way we treat the world around us? If the cosmos itself is aware, then every action we take, whether it's planting a tree, protecting a species, or even the way we interact with one another, becomes part of a larger, interconnected story. This isn't just a philosophical shift, it's a call to rethink our ethical responsibilities on a cosmic scale. Recognizing the universe as a conscious being transforms how we see our role within it, urging us to act with greater care, compassion, and respect for all life. Let's start with the environment. If the Earth is part of a living, aware cosmos, then environmental stewardship becomes more than just a practical necessity, it's an ethical imperative. Practices like deforestation, pollution, and overconsumption aren't just harming ecosystems, they're disrupting a conscious, interconnected system. This perspective invites us to see the planet not as a resource to exploit, but as a partner in the cosmic dance of existence. By embracing sustainability, we're not just preserving the environment for future generations, we're honoring the universe's own awareness and vitality. This shift in perspective also extends to how we treat other species. If the universe is alive and conscious, then every living being, from the tiniest microbe to the largest whale, has intrinsic value, not just for its utility to humans, but as part of a greater, aware whole. This challenges the notion that humans are the pinnacle of evolution, reminding us that we're just one thread in the intricate tapestry of life. By protecting biodiversity and respecting the rights of other species, we're not just preserving ecosystems, we're acknowledging the universe's own expression of consciousness through the countless forms of life it has created. But the ethical implications don't stop there. Recognizing a conscious cosmos also transforms how we relate to one another. If the universe is interconnected and aware, then every human interaction, every act of kindness, every moment of empathy becomes part of a larger, universal dialogue. This perspective fosters a sense of global unity, reminding us that we're all connected, not just biologically but cosmically. It encourages us to move beyond the divisions of race, religion, and nationality, seeing ourselves as part of a single, living whole. In a conscious universe, compassion isn't just a moral ideal, it's a reflection of the interconnectedness that binds us all. Now, let's consider the role of storytelling in shaping this ethical vision. Stories have always been a powerful way to make sense of the world, to connect with others, and to explore our place in the cosmos. If we begin to tell stories that reflect the idea of a conscious universe, tales of interconnectedness, wonder, and responsibility, we can inspire a new way of thinking and acting. These narratives can help us imagine a world where humanity lives in harmony with the Earth, where we see ourselves as stewards rather than conquerors, and where every action is guided by a deep respect for the living, aware cosmos we're part of. The stories we tell shape the reality we create. By weaving the idea of a conscious universe into our myths, our art, and our everyday conversations, we can foster a cultural shift toward greater compassion and sustainability. These stories remind us that we're not separate from the universe but integral to it, and that our choices have consequences that ripple through the fabric of reality. They invite us to see the world not as a collection of isolated objects, but as a vibrant, interconnected whole, a cosmos that's not just alive but deeply aware. As we reflect on these ethical responsibilities, it's worth considering how this perspective might transform society as a whole. Imagine a world where education emphasizes interconnectedness, where politics prioritizes cooperation over conflict, and where environmental protection is seen as a sacred duty. This vision isn't just about avoiding harm, it's about actively nurturing the universe's own awareness, fostering a reality that's more just, compassionate, and sustainable. It's a call to action, one that invites us to see ourselves not as isolated individuals but as active participants in the unfolding story of a conscious cosmos. By embracing this ethical framework, we're not just responding to the challenges of our time, we're aligning ourselves with the deeper rhythms of the universe. It's a journey that requires courage, creativity, and a willingness to see the world in a new way. But the rewards are profound: a deeper connection to the cosmos, a greater sense of purpose, and the opportunity to contribute to a world that's not just sustainable but truly alive. As we move forward, let's carry this vision with us, letting it guide our actions and shape the stories we tell, stories of a universe that's not just vast and mysterious but profoundly, beautifully conscious. From the earliest campfires to the flickering screens of today, storytelling has always been humanity's way of making sense of the cosmos. Myths, legends, and metaphors have served as bridges between the known and the unknown, helping us navigate the vast mysteries of existence. These narratives don't just entertain, they shape how we see the universe and our place within it. Whether through the ancient tales of gods and stars or the modern language of science and art, storytelling has the power to transform the incomprehensible into something relatable, something meaningful. But what happens when we use stories to explore the idea of a conscious universe? How do myths and metaphors help us grapple with such a profound concept? Take, for example, the myths of creation found in cultures around the world. From the Hindu concept of Brahman to the Norse tale of Yggdrasil, the cosmic tree, these stories often portray the universe as a living, interconnected being. They don't just describe the physical world, they imbue it with intention, purpose, and awareness. These narratives resonate because they speak to something deep within us, the intuition that the cosmos isn't just a collection of objects but a dynamic, conscious whole. Even today, as we replace mythology with scientific theories, the essence of these stories remains. The Big Bang, for instance, is often described as the birth of the universe, a narrative that mirrors the ancient idea of a cosmic egg or a primordial explosion of life. These metaphors help us connect with the enormity of cosmic events, making them feel tangible and alive. But storytelling isn't just the domain of ancient myths, it's also a crucial tool for modern science. When scientists describe black holes as monsters or galaxies as cities of stars, they're not just simplifying complex ideas, they're crafting narratives that resonate with our imaginations. These metaphors make the abstract concrete, allowing us to grasp concepts that would otherwise feel distant and alien. Think about how the term quantum entanglement conjures images of particles in a cosmic dance, or how dark matter evokes a shadowy, unseen force. These aren't just scientific terms, they're stories, narratives that help us engage with the mysteries of the universe on a deeper level. Art, too, plays a vital role in shaping our cosmic narrative. From the swirling galaxies of Van Gogh's Starry Night to the haunting beauty of space photography, artists have long been drawn to the cosmos as a source of inspiration. Their work doesn't just depict the universe, it interprets it, offering new ways to see and feel its vastness, its beauty, and its mystery. When we stand before a painting or a photograph of the cosmos, we're not just observing, we're experiencing a story, one that invites us to reflect on our place in the grand scheme of things. Art becomes a mirror, reflecting not just the universe but our own consciousness back at us. What's remarkable is how these stories, whether told through myths, science, or art, come together to create a shared understanding of the cosmos. They remind us that the universe isn't just something out there, it's something we're part of, something we can connect with on a deeply personal level. And this connection isn't just intellectual, it's emotional, spiritual. When we hear a story about the stars or gaze at a painting of the night sky, we're not just learning about the universe, we're feeling it, experiencing it in a way that transcends words and theories. This brings us to the creators themselves, the scientists, artists, and storytellers who craft these narratives. They're more than just observers, they're interpreters, translators of the cosmic mystery. Through their work, they invite us to see the universe not as a cold, mechanical system, but as a living, evolving entity. They challenge us to think beyond the limits of our understanding, to embrace the unknown with curiosity and wonder. And in doing so, they help us see ourselves not as separate from the cosmos, but as integral parts of its unfolding story. As we reflect on the power of storytelling, it's worth considering how this exploration has impacted us personally. For many, the idea of a conscious universe isn't just an abstract concept, it's a source of inspiration, a reminder of our connection to something greater than ourselves. It invites us to live with greater mindfulness, to approach the world with a sense of awe and responsibility. Whether through a myth, a scientific theory, or a piece of art, these stories shape how we see the universe and how we see ourselves. They remind us that we're not just observers of the cosmos, we're participants in its ongoing narrative, storytellers in our own right, weaving our lives into the fabric of a living, aware universe. Engaging with the idea of a conscious universe isn't just an intellectual exercise, it's a journey that can profoundly transform how we see ourselves and the world around us. On a personal level, this exploration touches every dimension of our being, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. It's not just about understanding the cosmos, it's about discovering what it means to be part of something so vast and alive. For many, this realization sparks a deep sense of wonder, a feeling that we're not just isolated individuals but threads woven into the fabric of a greater, conscious whole. This awareness can be both humbling and empowering, reshaping how we navigate our lives and relationships. Emotionally, the idea of a conscious universe often evokes a profound sense of connection and belonging. Imagine standing under a night sky, gazing at the stars, and feeling not just awe but a tangible bond with the cosmos. This isn't just poetic, it's a recognition that the same forces that shape the galaxies also flow through us. For some, this connection brings comfort, a reminder that we're never truly alone. For others, it inspires a sense of responsibility, a desire to live in harmony with the universe and all its expressions of life. These emotions can transform how we approach challenges, fostering resilience and a deeper appreciation for the beauty and complexity of existence. Intellectually, exploring cosmic consciousness opens up new ways of thinking. It challenges us to move beyond the familiar frameworks of science and philosophy, inviting us to consider possibilities that once seemed far-fetched. This mental stretching isn't just about acquiring knowledge, it's about cultivating curiosity and openness as we grapple with questions like, is the universe aware? Or what does it mean to be part of a conscious cosmos? We're not just expanding our understanding, we're training our minds to embrace complexity and ambiguity. This intellectual growth can ripple into other areas of life, encouraging us to approach problems with creativity and flexibility. Spiritually, the concept of a conscious universe often resonates on a deeply personal level. Whether or not you identify with a particular faith tradition, the idea that the cosmos is alive and aware can feel like a spiritual awakening. It invites us to see the sacred not as something separate from the material world, but as woven into its very fabric. This perspective can transform everyday experiences, turning mundane moments into opportunities for connection and reflection. A walk in nature, for example, might become a meditation on the universe's beauty and intelligence, while a quiet moment of introspection could feel like a dialogue with the cosmos itself. For many, this spiritual dimension brings a sense of peace and purpose, grounding them in a reality that's both vast and intimate. But the personal impact of this exploration doesn't stop at the individual level. It has the potential to ripple outward, shaping how we interact with others and the world around us. When we see ourselves as part of a conscious universe, our relationships take on new meaning. Acts of kindness, empathy, and cooperation become more than just moral choices. They're expressions of the interconnectedness that binds us all. This perspective can inspire us to live with greater mindfulness and compassion, recognizing that our actions have consequences not just for ourselves but for the larger whole. It's a shift that fosters a sense of global unity, encouraging us to move beyond the divisions that often separate us. As we reflect on the personal impact of exploring cosmic consciousness, it's worth considering the broader implications for humanity. If this idea were to take root on a larger scale, how might it transform our collective behavior? Could it inspire a new era of cooperation, creativity, and care for the planet? The possibilities are as vast as the cosmos itself, inviting us to imagine a future where humanity lives in harmony with the universe and with each other. This journey of exploration isn't just about uncovering answers, it's about becoming more fully ourselves, more deeply connected to the cosmos and to the shared story we're all part of. And in that connection, we might just find the key to a more meaningful, compassionate, and vibrant way of being. As we stand at the crossroads of science, philosophy, and spirituality, one question lingers: what is humanity's place in a universe that might be alive and aware? If the cosmos is indeed conscious, woven through with awareness and interconnectedness, then our role within it shifts from one of passive observers to active participants. This isn't just a shift in perspective, it's a call to reimagine how we live, create, and grow as a species. It invites us to see ourselves not as separate from the universe, but as integral threads in its vast, dynamic tapestry. And in this reimagining lies the potential for profound collaboration, creativity, and growth. Imagine humanity not as a lone explorer in a cold, indifferent cosmos, but as a partner in a living, aware universe. This partnership opens up incredible possibilities for collaboration, not just among ourselves, but with the cosmos itself. If the universe is conscious, then our scientific endeavors, artistic expressions, and philosophical inquiries aren't just human activities, they're part of a larger cosmic dialogue. Every discovery we make, every piece of art we create, every question we ask, these are more than just human achievements. They're the universe exploring itself through us, a kind of cosmic self-reflection. This perspective transforms how we approach innovation and creativity, encouraging us to see our work as contributions to a greater, ongoing story. But collaboration isn't just about what we create, it's also about how we relate to one another. If the universe is alive and interconnected, then the divisions we often draw between ourselves, national borders, cultural differences, ideological divides begin to fade. We're all part of the same cosmic whole, each of us playing a unique role in the universe's unfolding narrative. This understanding fosters a sense of global unity, encouraging us to work together not just for our own benefit but for the flourishing of the cosmos itself. It's a vision of humanity that's rooted in humility and curiosity, recognizing that we're just one small part of something infinitely larger and more mysterious. And yet, this cosmic perspective also challenges us to embrace humility. The idea of a conscious universe reminds us that, for all our knowledge and achievements, there's still so much we don't understand. It's a humbling thought, but also an empowering one. Humility isn't about shrinking ourselves, it's about recognizing the vastness of what we're part of and approaching it with wonder and respect. This attitude of humility is essential as we continue to explore the mysteries of the cosmos, reminding us to remain open to new ideas, to question our assumptions, and to embrace the unknown with curiosity rather than fear. Curiosity, in fact, might be our greatest tool in this cosmic journey. It's what drives us to ask questions, to seek answers, and to push the boundaries of what we think is possible. Curiosity is what led us to discover the quantum realm, to map the cosmic web, and to ponder the nature of consciousness itself. And it's curiosity that will continue to guide us as we explore the possibility of a living, aware universe. By nurturing our sense of wonder, we not only deepen our understanding of the cosmos but also enrich our own lives, finding meaning and purpose in the endless quest for knowledge. So, what have we learned on this journey? We've explored the idea that the universe might be alive and conscious, a concept that bridges ancient wisdom and modern science. We've seen how quantum mechanics, panpsychism, and the interconnectedness of the cosmos hint at a reality far more dynamic and aware than we once imagined. We've considered the ethical and philosophical implications of this idea, reflecting on how it transforms our understanding of free will, morality, and our place in the universe. And we've examined the personal and societal impact of this perspective, seeing how it inspires collaboration, creativity, and a deeper sense of connection. As we wrap up this exploration, one thing is clear: the idea of a conscious universe isn't just a scientific hypothesis or a philosophical musing, it's an invitation. An invitation to see ourselves and the cosmos in a new light, to embrace curiosity and humility, and to participate fully in the grand, unfolding story of existence. Whether the universe is truly alive and aware remains a mystery, but the journey to explore this possibility is itself transformative. It challenges us to think bigger, to dream deeper, and to live with a sense of wonder and responsibility that honors the vast, beautiful cosmos we call home. And in that journey, we might just discover that the greatest mystery of all is the connection we share with the universe and with each other. After this deep dive into the mysteries of cosmic consciousness, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've uncovered. This journey has taken us from the ancient myths of a living, breathing cosmos to the cutting-edge theories of modern science, each offering a unique lens through which to view the universe and our place within it. The ancient Greeks spoke of the anima mundi, the world soul, while Eastern traditions like Hinduism and Buddhism envisioned the universe as a unified, conscious whole. These early ideas, though steeped in myth and philosophy, resonate surprisingly well with contemporary theories like panpsychism and quantum entanglement. Together, they suggest that consciousness might not be confined to living beings but woven into the very fabric of reality itself. One of the most striking insights is the idea of interconnectedness. From the quantum realm, where particles communicate instantaneously across vast distances, to the cosmic web that mirrors the neural networks of the human brain, the universe seems to operate as a vast, self-organizing system. This interconnectedness challenges the notion that we're isolated individuals, instead revealing a profound unity that binds all of existence. Whether through the lens of ancient spirituality or modern science, this theme emerges again and again. The cosmos is not a collection of separate parts, but a dynamic, interconnected whole. We've also explored how this perspective transforms how we see ourselves and our role in the universe. If the cosmos is alive and aware, then our actions carry weight on a cosmic scale. Environmental stewardship, ethical behavior, and even our personal relationships take on new significance when viewed through this lens. It's a call to live with greater mindfulness, compassion, and responsibility, recognizing that we're not just observers of the universe but active participants in its unfolding story. This understanding can inspire us to approach life with a sense of purpose and connection, knowing that we're part of something far greater than ourselves. But perhaps the most exciting takeaway is the invitation to keep exploring. The idea of a conscious universe is still a mystery, one that lies at the intersection of science, philosophy, and spirituality. It challenges us to ask bold questions, to push the boundaries of what we think is possible, and to remain open to the unknown. Whether you're drawn to the strange behavior of quantum particles, the intricate patterns of the cosmic web, or the timeless wisdom of ancient myths, there's always more to discover. And in that discovery lies the potential to deepen our understanding not just of the universe but of ourselves. So, what's next? The exploration of cosmic consciousness is far from over. New technologies, interdisciplinary collaboration, and the boundless curiosity of humanity are opening up fresh avenues for discovery. As we continue to probe the mysteries of the cosmos, we might just find that the universe is not only alive and aware, but deeply connected to the essence of who we are. The journey is as vast and mysterious as the universe itself, and it's one we're all invited to be part of. Keep asking questions, stay curious, and let the wonder of the cosmos guide you forward. After all, the greatest mysteries are often the ones that inspire us to keep exploring. What's next on your journey to explore the mysteries of cosmic consciousness? If this exploration has sparked your curiosity, there's a wealth of resources waiting to deepen your understanding and inspire even more questions. For those who want to dive into the science, books like Consciousness and the Universe by Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff, or The Conscious Universe by Dean Radin, offer fascinating insights into the intersection of physics, philosophy, and awareness. These works don't just present theories, they challenge you to think critically, to question assumptions, and to see the universe in a new light. If you're more drawn to the philosophical side, Philip Goff's Galileo's Error is a compelling introduction to panpsychism, weaving together ancient ideas with modern thought in a way that's both accessible and thought-provoking. For visual learners, documentaries like The Fabric of the Cosmos by Brian Greene or The Story of Everything by Morgan Freeman bring the wonders of the universe to life, blending cutting-edge science with stunning visuals. These films don't just explain concepts, they immerse you in the beauty and mystery of the cosmos, making complex ideas feel tangible and real. And if you're looking for something more interactive, online courses and lectures from platforms like Coursera or the great courses offer in-depth explorations of topics like quantum mechanics, cosmology, and consciousness, often led by some of the brightest minds in the field. But beyond books and documentaries, the journey of exploration is deeply personal. It's about cultivating curiosity and open-mindedness, about being willing to ask questions that don't have easy answers. This isn't just about learning facts, it's about developing a mindset, a way of engaging with the world that embraces wonder and possibility. Whether you're gazing at the stars, meditating on the nature of existence, or simply reflecting on the profound connections that bind us all, the key is to stay curious. Every question you ask, every idea you explore, brings you one step closer to understanding the cosmos and your place within it. As we prepare to wrap up this journey, it's worth reflecting on what we've discovered and what lies ahead. The exploration of cosmic consciousness isn't a destination. It's an ongoing adventure, one that invites us to keep asking, keep learning, and keep growing. The universe is vast and mysterious, and while we've uncovered many clues, there's still so much we don't yet understand. But that's the beauty of it. The mystery is what drives us forward, sparking our curiosity and inspiring us to push the boundaries of what we think is possible. So, what's your next step? Whether it's picking up a book, watching a documentary, or simply taking a moment to look up at the night sky with fresh eyes, the journey is yours to shape. The cosmos is alive with questions, each one an invitation to explore, to wonder, and to connect. And as you continue this exploration, remember, you're not just an observer of the universe, you're part of its unfolding story, a participant in the grand, mysterious dance of existence. Let that curiosity guide you, and who knows what wonders you might uncover along the way. So, where does this leave us? After traversing the vast landscapes of ancient philosophies, quantum mechanics, and cutting-edge theories, we return to the central question: is the cosmos alive? The journey to explore this idea has taken us through the interconnected web of quantum particles, the self-organizing patterns of galaxies, and the profound mysteries of consciousness itself. Each step has revealed layers of possibility, hinting at a universe that's far more dynamic and aware than we ever imagined. But the answer, for now, remains elusive, a tantalizing mystery that keeps us curious and questioning. What's clear, though, is that this exploration has profound implications. If the universe is alive and conscious, it transforms how we see ourselves and our place within it. No longer are we isolated beings adrift in a cold, indifferent void. Instead, we're integral parts of a vast, interconnected whole, each of us contributing to the unfolding story of existence. This perspective invites us to live with greater mindfulness, compassion, and responsibility, recognizing that our actions ripple through the fabric of reality in ways we're only beginning to understand. As we wrap up this journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the power of curiosity. It's this innate sense of wonder that drives us to ask bold questions, to explore the unknown, and to seek meaning in the mysteries of the cosmos. Whether you're a scientist peering through a telescope, a philosopher pondering the nature of reality, or simply someone who gazes at the stars with awe, you're part of this grand exploration. And in that shared quest, we find not just answers but a deeper connection to the universe and to each other. To close, let's turn to the words of Carl Sagan, who once said, "We are a way for the cosmos to know itself." This profound idea captures the essence of our journey, a reminder that we're not just observers of the universe but active participants in its unfolding story. So, as you step away from this video, carry that sense of wonder with you. Look up at the night sky and ask yourself, what does it mean to be part of a universe that might be alive and aware? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your reflections in the comments below. What does cosmic consciousness mean to you? And if you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of existence. The universe is vast, mysterious, and full of questions waiting to be explored, and together we'll keep seeking